Hey, I'm Greg. I was a student when I was using McGraw-Hill Connect, and I give it 2 out of 5. And for more reviews like this, go ahead and click below. So before using McGraw-Hill Connect, I'd actually worked with the professor who sort of had us use McGraw-Hill for our textbook and test taking platform. And prior to using this system, it was sort of normal. We used like textbooks and things, and just had normal, I guess, like paper tests. And I think probably some of the downside of that was just like the amount of time it took to grade from the professor's standpoint. Um, from a student standpoint, to me, there wasn't a huge shift in terms of values. As a student, I unfortunately didn't have much option in choosing McGraw-Hill Connect, but our class actually complained about this to our professor. It's really expensive, and so we got to hear some of her reasoning why this was the route she chose. And the primary thing is that it was just a huge time saver, right? She was able to allow us to take our tests online asynchronously, so that was a big plus. And then we would get our grades immediately. Unfortunately, quite a few of us felt like this was actually detractive from our learning. It didn't. The system was not necessarily what we wanted it to be. So while there was some value on one party's side, I don't think it persisted for everyone. Yeah. So getting started, I actually remember it not being as easy as I wanted to. Once you have an account created, it's like not bad. But the way it works, at least the way it worked when I used it, was you're sort of sent like a classroom invite. So it's like, hey, I'm going to join this class at this institution, and then depending on how they structure it, you might pay a fee to join, which is like the equivalent of like buying a textbook. And I remember the link being sort of not. It was not smooth, and so I remember feeling like I had signed up, McGraw-Hill telling me that I hadn't signed up on their app, but also getting an email that it had been successful. So I was worried I was going to have to pay twice. It ended up being a whole issue. So I would say not very easy to integrate. If you're considering this, I would understand why I think, particularly as faculty, this is probably a desirable product to have. A few things that I'd note is to ask one, do your students currently read the textbook, regardless of whether or not you're assigning readings? If they do, then sure, this is fine. If not, this is a $120 tax on students that they may not pay or may not feel the need to. And then as far as testing goes, I would encourage you to find another online testing platform. This one was fine. It was good. It was just felt as a student, the $120 fee to already take a class I was paying for felt a little steep. So that's probably where my grief lies the most, is just in the price.